Okay, so now iterators, introduction to iterators. Imagine you had a grocery list and you wanted to know what each item on the list was. You'd have to scan through each row and check for the item. This common task is similar to what we have to do when we want to iterate over or loop through an array. One tool at our disposal is the for loop. However, we also have access to built-in array methods, which make looping easier. The built-in JavaScript array methods that help us iterate are called iteration methods, at times referred to as iterators. Iterators are methods called on arrays to manipulate elements and return values. In this lesson, you will learn the syntax for these methods, their return values, and how to use the documentation to understand them, how to choose the right iterator method for a given task. Instructions: inspect the code in main.js. Notice the different methods being called on the arrays. .forEach, .map, .filter. Run the code to see the output. Right, so this is the different iteration methods, the different math objects, different array methods. There's another variable with an array. Artist.forEach, artist, yeah, it's like a function expression, yeah. And these are the results. Okay, so let's move forward. All right, now, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on Mr. Junior Dev. I hope you're all well today. Today's lesson is about what's up, guys? Welcome back to Mr. Junior Dev. I hope you are all well. Today's lesson is about iterators. So, especially the .forEach method. So we're going to start with the .forEach method, and we're going to move on from there. So the first iteration method that we're going to learn is .forEach, aptly named .forEach. We'll execute the same code for each element of an array. The code above will log a nicely formatted list of the groceries to the console. Let's explore the syntax of invoking .forEach. Groceries.forEach calls the forEach method on the groceries array. .forEach takes an argument of callback function. Remember, a callback function is a function passed as an argument into another function. .forEach loops through the array and executes the callback function for each element. During each execution, the current element is passed as an argument to the callback function. The return value for .forEach will always be undefined. Another way to pass a callback for .forEach is to use an arrow function syntax. So groceries.forEach, grocery item, console.log grocery item. So we can also define a function before to be used as the callback function. Function print grocery element, console.log element. Groceries.forEach, print grocery. The above example uses a function declaration, but you can also use a function expression or arrow function as well. All three code snippets do the same thing. In each array iteration method, we can use any of the three examples to supply a callback function as an argument to the iterator. It's good to be aware of the different ways to pass in callback functions as arguments in iterators, because developers have different stylistic preferences. Nonetheless, due to the strong adoption of ES6, we will be using arrow function syntax in the later exercises. Instructions: iterate over the fruits array to log I want to eat a plus the name of each fruit to the console. For example, I want to eat a mango. You may use any form of callback you prefer. What we're going to start off with is fruits dot for each. In mind, fruits dot for each. Then we're going to use the singular fruit. And then right after that, what we're going to do, console block. And interpolate, yeah. I want to eat a fruit. So as you can see, I just want to quickly show you. I want to eat a mango, I want to eat a papaya, I want to eat a pineapple, I want to eat a apple. There are different ways there. You could also use the for loop. You could use, there's different ways of doing this. Several ways. I think about 4 different ways, if I'm not mistaken, that I know of. But I'm sure there's more than that.